in their most recent qualifier game, which is something else to keep in mind. I haven't seen a lot of teams do the old cheese there. They matched it with a Wind Ranger Warlock. It looks like they've also played a fair bit of Ember Spirit, another hero to look out for. And Trent, look at this.
What?
They played a Nature's Prophet 18 days ago, but Nature's Prophet. Well,
yeah,
I know how much
core though. I like the support Prophet.
I know how much you like Fury.
That fell off way too hard in my opinion. Come on. Wait. I don't know why everyone stopped picking that, honestly. It still seems very strong.
Because it's hot garbage.
No. False. False info. We suddenly have all of these ranged supports picking Orb of Venoms in the offlane to bully people, and people stop picking Nature's Prophet. Try and explain that.
Because he falls off a little bit. Because he needs a lot of farm in the mid
Well, I can tell you, he's not very good in team fights. And we do have a lot of those, right?
Yeah, that's, you know.
I'll give you that.
Once you run out of right clicks, what do you got?
Nothing.
Yep, that's the hard truth right there.
But we have a draft.
We do. What do we got here? Naga Marana and Chen Kunkka both banned. Okay.
Now there's that respect for that Kunkka you mentioned.
Saw a lot of Marana in China. I think we'll see even more in SEA, or more Marana bans perhaps, because this was like the most played hero in the open qualifiers from what me and Lyrical were seeing.
Oh yeah, it's always been kind of a standard for both Mineski and TNC as well. In terms of like over the past year when Marana wasn't popular, that would be two of the teams you'd look at to actually just straight up pick it and bring it out. So I'm sure they're very happy to see it back in the pool.
No doubt.
Anyone surprised by the lack of IO bans? Do IO make it through here?
Potentially.
I think maybe Tigers don't rate TNC's ability to play the hero.
Yep.
You should.
Tigers don't have any games on it, though. It's likely been banned against them mostly.
I've seen Tim's, I think, play it once or twice, but it's not like a hero I would associate with TNC Predator that much.
By the way, ban on the Omni Knight. I think KYXY has played this at least 3-4 times actually in the offlane. So
oh, there it is.
There's the IO ban.
They do ban it.
All right, give me that good old first phase Terrorblade. Bring me back to that TNC
No,
Predator.
First phase Terrorblade.
I mean, that's what they did all the time actually back in the day.
but thankfully they're off that. So
we have not seen any officials from TNC since the Super Major. That was about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I feel like they're going to be
3 weeks ago.
picking differently from then. I mean, they'll probably have some similar heroes, but
if we're casting China right now, it's ET. So
this is
I don't
SCA
know.
though.
Exactly.
They like a different 4 position.
Yeah.
It's I was thinking the Sand
First
King.
pick
The
light.
Sand King is the hero we're going to see lots of in SCA as well.
This is that classic opener when both Night Stalker and Lycan are left in, because you take the Lycan first, and therefore Tigers can say, okay, we either take the Night Stalker and force to play at night, helping the Lycan, or you just leave it in the pool and TNC can take it for themselves.
Whoa, Warlock
Magnus.
Magnus is the opener.
That's hype. I'm going to see him. This is the first Magnus I've seen all qualifiers long.
Very surprised to see it picked so early.
And that was a fast pick too. Like they picked it with the Warlock pretty much instantly. It almost felt like, regardless of what the first pick was for Predator, 1437 was going to jam those picks.
The RP plus Fatal Bonds.
So I guess you pair the Magnus in like an aggro dual lane, so you put some pressure on, get some pretty good farm. I'm pretty into that. Warlock has felt like a safe pick.
There's been one Magnus in all of the regional qualifiers.
Wow.
Played in South America by Pain Gaming against Midas Club.
Who played it? We?
It looks like it was an offlane.
Oh, okay. Thought maybe we played his class.
I do think of Magnus PA still as a great combo with Empower, and Warlock PA is a combo. You know, we've seen a lot of Warlock Spectre, but Phantom Assassin in that same glass cannon category that really benefits from a helping hand.
They ran it with Magnus PA in that game I was talking about.
Yep. Well, there you go.
And TNC Tigers, they picked PA in the Opens. Not with Magnus, but they just played it by itself. I want to say it was 458 playing the PA that game.
I rest my case.
Yeah, PA, let's go.
Other kind of melee candidates for the Empower, you got the good old Juggernaut, Bloodseeker, with the Rupture against Lycan.
Troll and Slark were the two big ones, I would say, when like Faceless were the last ones really running a lot of Magnus. You see that quite a bit. But Troll, of course, just banned out. And I would say PA is the likely candidate that I would remove, because you're already like really heavy into the physical damage, so...
Well, that's banned, so...
Yeah, exactly.
Evasion versus Lycan Beastmaster sounds very handy.
Very strong, yeah.
I wonder if the Dragon Knight is going to be as popular in C as it's been in China. Like, we saw Dragon Knight almost every game, it felt like.
I like it for a Predator, personally.
Predator?
They played it a lot in China.
10 seconds remaining.
The Tigers. It's confusing because usually it's different categories. You know, it's like Storm and Thunder. Well, I guess that's not necessarily a great example because Thunders happen during Storm.
Categories.
Okay, you're right. Vitality and Not what? Did they have another one? It's just regular,
Yeah.
regular and vitality.
See, that's why I call TNC. I just call them TNC. I don't call them Predator
Yeah.
because everyone knows these guys as TNC.
Yeah.
And that means I call the other guys just
Well,
Tigers.
it's just that tigers are predators. That's why
yeah.
it's confusing.
I think that's why you can call them TNC and then Tigers.
Yeah, they should. I wish they could make it like lions and tigers or something.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, but
Predator is a sponsor, right? Isn't that the whole thing?
Yeah, it's
I
Apex
think
Predator.
Yeah,
Yes, it is.
Yeah, we
So-
don't call them Navi GG Bet though. You know, we don't have to
Well,
call them TNC Predator.
Sure. I'm just saying they
Yeah, but
should have
it
chosen
is
another
a
word than
predator.
tigers.
Oh,
Then,
I
knowing
see.
that you can't
Yeah.
change predator, it should have been like predator
Ah.
and the TNC,
What would you choose?
Maybe they're sponsored
The
by
hippos?
Tigers.
the hunters.
Look what happens when you're allowed to choose an animal. You get a hippo and it's not even called a hippo. It's a moon duck.
You
Why,
know.
why would anyone give you
How about
naming?
TNC Prey? That's a great B team.
No, that's what?
Predator.
That's closer to
Predators
Predators.
and the
Prey and Predators.
No, they're opposite. That's how you would remember.
Oh my
you see?
goodness.
It's come on.
So what do
guys.
you want? You want VGJ Storm and VGJ Sunny Day?
Sure. VGJ Black, VGJ White, you know? And then you can
Hey,
mix in a
man.
VGJ Gray.
You don't need to break up the world anymore. Come on now, come together. Ebony and Ivory.
See, in Canada, we see beyond colors.
Yes,
We're,
thank
we're
you.
still in America, though, so we got some catching up to do.
Okay.
Well.
Well.
Skyrath.
That's a Beastmaster Skyrath. I mean,
And God's
they-
called the Sand King.
I think
so.
they were forced to remove the Night Stalker, and then they basically had their choice of between the Jakiro or the Skyrath, in their opinion, I guess, in terms of obnoxious heroes to spam at you.
I like both drafts. Feels very safe so far. Not much to complain about. A lot of synergy. I guess TNC is a little bit light on spammable stuns, control, but a lot of damage. Tigers have the Sand King to kind of make up for that.
I already like the pace that TNC Predator can go, just because like Roar into Skyrath ult, then you have Lycan to take objectives, you have Roche threat very easily with Lycan at Beastmaster, and
See-
you have to kind of wait on this timing for the Magnus.
This is what's surprising to me, though, is, you know, if you take Sand King second as Tigers, Magnus probably gets left in, and then you get your pick of Magnus PA. And that makes me wonder, is there a combo? Is this just a casual Magnus? Are we overthinking the value of Magnus +1?
Maybe they've scrimmed and shown the Magnus before or something. It's hard to know for sure.
Lifestealer. Okay.
Um,
Well, two good Infest carriers, right? Magnus and SK.
Yeah.
Not a bad hero with Empower, for sure.
I think we have to assume these teams, they are like brother-sister teams, so there's a
Yeah.
good chance they played and like used each other as warm-up, because you don't want to play many teams in your region, because you're just helping them prepare for you. But you maybe want to just choose one and scrim them a lot.
That's an interesting point.
I was talking to Scant, Entity's coach, and he was saying, yeah, we've just been scrimming one team. None of the other teams wanted to scrim us. Or like TNC didn't want to scrim them, for example.
Okay.
Um,
That makes sense. I never really thought about that, but
so Lifestealer benefits from Empower.
great against Skyrath.
Pretty good against, I think, the Lycan in some sense. You can use the Infest to somewhat deal with some of his summons. Same
Definite-
against the Beastmaster.
I think the
Radiance, right? for
that's the
Lifestealer?
question: is do you really want to go Radiance when you have Empower? Because then you're like missing out on some value.
Yeah, you more want attack speed type
Yeah.
items like an Armlet, Deso AC
Yeah.
kind of thing.
I think the Rubik kind of classic for TNC. I think they'd still be strong enough in the lanes to get away with it, and that's very helpful against the Warlock and the Sand King.
Okay.
Yeah.
Grab Slark.
Pick their core hero first since
Yeah.
they have 2 picks in a row. But
I like Slark a lot here. If you look at the stuns for TNC, it's pretty much just RP, right, as a long duration stun. Sand King Burrow Strike, if you're fast enough, you could Dark Packet. and
Very telegraphed.
There is very little control and lockdown option left for TNC because the supports are already selected.
And one of the best things about Warlock is like being in that back line and hiding away before the fight. And Slark is probably the best hero to try and like sniff you out and blow you up before the fight starts.
Yep. So then now, like, maybe you could pick another stun to deal with Slark, but then what about Lycan? So I think with Lycan and Slark, you just kind of stretch Tiger's draft. I just don't think they could deal with so many slippery hero. And the other thing is that I think Trent brought it up is that Tiger right now is very cooldown based, whereas TNC regular, they fight whenever they want.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you blow one bad RP or one bad Warlock, you're losing, what, at least 2 towers to this lineup?
Yeah. And that's where I think Tiger's last pick should be someone that's not too cooldown dependent, is ready to fight more often. Something that can just constantly kind of brawl.
From a mid position, any
You need somebody with a little bit of late game, too. It seems like Predator have a lot more scalability. Like, that goes past 30, 40 minutes.
Well, they also know that the mid matchup's going to be melee, so they theoretically could go back for something on Tigers like the Void too.
I like that better because then they have a hero that benefits from power too. So
Yeah.
it's like, don't just get Lifesteal to go with the Magnus, get a second hero.
Yeah. I like the DK ban. I think that's smart.
With
Definitely a
the-
hero that farms faster with Empower.
Yeah. With the Slark being picked up too, this now needs to be a more defensive support. I don't think you can get away with a Rubik at this point. The Wyvern was a solid ban, but you have to assume they're going to try and pressure into your Slark now.
TNC did play Wyvern at least once or twice in Shanghai as well.
Yeah.
It's been a comfort pick for them.
I think they'll
Smart
pick
ban.
like Witch Doctor or something.
Yeah, gives you a little bit of aggressive potential. Actually, Dazzle could be okay this game. It's Enigma.
Whoa.
Wow.
Who's that for position?
Is that a Beastmaster support, I guess?
I don't think Enigma can play as a support. Jungle
Yeah.
is not a thing, so Enigma kind of has to be a core.
So I guess it's Beastmaster support? I
Jeez,
feel like that's
okay.
more likely than
Yeah.
Enigma.
Enigma
We've seen the
Beast
Beastmaster
offlane?
support
Is
before.
it like a 3.5, 3.5 kind of deal? Enigma Beastmaster?
Yeah, that sounds like a possible dual lane.
Beastmaster can definitely be someone who can just kind of start moving with 6 and then go lighter on the items, like not go into the full Necro 3, just get the
Yeah.
medallion, be
Yeah,
more
yeah,
value.
Oh, Medallion Shadowblade, huh? What a
That's
build.
That's
On
solid.
paper, heroes like Enigma, direct hard counter to Lifestealer, very good against this very heavy melee lineup, Magnus, Sand King. Like, yeah, RP pierces a BKB Black Hole, but it's very hard to get that if Enigma's already casting
It's
Black
Warlock
Hole.
ult is the one thing
Aye.
that tends to be pretty good.
Yeah, actually, I didn't even.
I mean,
see
I
that.
don't think the Enigma pick is really for the black hole. Like,
Right.
you're never gonna itemize to a point where you could actually get off a free black hole.
Sure.
But I like look at the push, right? You got Eidolons, you got the Beastmaster Aura, you got the Lycan stuff,
Yeah.
and then what do you have for counter push on Tiger? A Lifestealer, a Warlock.
You can also
Yeah.
use the Black Hole just for single pickoffs and
Yeah.
turn the game into a 4v5, and Enigma still offers a lot outside of the Black Hole. So I think you're limited in the situations where Warlock's just standing there ready to interrupt it. In a lot of situations, you don't need a full Black Hole to secure a kill for your team.
Do you just try and like Lina or something here? But then this is a tough pick.
It's got to be fast-paced
Ember.
like that, though.
Okay.
All
I
right.
was wondering if this is a hero they could consider with the Empowered. The laning stage against like a Lycan doesn't sound amazing.
This
But-
looks scary, though. I think Tigers are a bit greedy. Like, there's going to be a lot of
they're
push.
greedy? There's a
There's
fourth
that
position
cuckoo Enigma.
Yeah, but like,
They picked Enigma when he can't get Black Hole. Like I kind of agree with Lumi in the sense like they're not picking for the Black Hole, but then why are you picking it? Why do you ever pick him
To push.
Enigma? If there's so much better pushing
You
heroes.
could've
Get a
just picked
Shadow
Nature's
Shaman.
Prophet.
Nature's Prophet. If you're picking a pushing hero, get an actual pushing hero, not
right,
Enigma.
I mean-
I feel like it's just insane.
I'm
But-
excited to watch this.
Either way, though,
me too.
even with that greed for Predator, they're still going to have this crazy pushing power, like pre-20 minutes, when Tigers have, like, not that much. Like, Magnus, Lifestealer, Ember Spirit all need to come online.
I would even
Yep.
put it at
I agree with that. Like, I think Tigers, like, they need Blink Daggers on Magnus and Sand King before they
Yeah.
can fight, right? So
Yeah.
even though that Predator is very greedy, they have at least 15 to 20 minutes
Exactly.
where they're getting way more net worth through the tower push.
And it's still okay lanes. Like, even though
Yeah.
Enigma's greedy, if he just sits in lane and denies and just stands next to the Beastmaster, I wouldn't want to fuck with that.
That's interesting. It's like a Lich helping the off lane.
Yeah, a Lich that does more damage
And pushes.
and pushes.
Yeah.
It's a better Lich.
Look, TNC has broken GG
Okay,
Bet
look at
with
this.
their similar names. They have
Wait,
confused
how-
the system.
I will take those odds.
Wait,
Yes.
how are those odds possible?
I will
I don't-
put unlimited
They're
money
not.
on both teams.
they are not possible.
Well, sorry, so how do you guys feel? What's the spread here?
I am not sold on this Enigma Beastmaster. I'm more like 65-35 in Tiger's favor.
I'm
getting
I'm
confused.
pretty sold. I'm
On what?
the Beastmaster Enigma. I'm opposite of Parker.
I'm
seen
gonna
the
have to, I
Enigma.
feel
You
like
know what
they
it can
don't
do.
have enough speed to punish what Predator have done. So I actually feel pretty good for TNC Predator.
I'll bet you $10 Predator wins, Parker. What is your degree of confidence in Tiger?
They've got this.
1-1. Are we in? Are you buying me lunch tomorrow?
Yep, I'm down.
All right.
I believe in my Tiger boys.
Are you
10
guys
$10
even awake during lunchtime?
It'd be
Just
like
wanna
a,
call that
No,
one out.
actually.
Our lunch is like 4 in the morning or
Yeah.
something.
All right. Well, I guess technically you're kind of buying me lunch either way, but we'll see. We can still put a Hamilton on it, though. I'm pretty confident. I like this. Tiger versus Predator. I'm in on the Beastmaster like an Enigma.
I'm with the Beastmaster like an Enigma, so
Nice.
It's,
3 versus 1 here, Parker.
I feel
I mean,
Good luck.
you'll feel very smart once you're right.
Look at this range Orb of Venom Enigma. What are these
See?
shenanigans,
No,
Predator?
I'm telling you, Cuckoo's
Where's
a step
the
ahead.
Nature's
Yeah.
Prophet?
So the one small change in the recent patch that buffs this is conversion at level 1 costs 140 mana. It's way more value in terms of mana efficiency compared to the old 170. So you can deny a lot more early on.
Okay. That is pretty good, actually.
Because particularly in this dual lane meta, because you want to run these dual lanes and you're going to have a low-level conversion for longer, which means you're getting more of these denies off.
Damn, that was a painful boundary rate attempt there from Lifestealer. But there's a Warlock, so it's okay.
So I do like Trent's point, though, about Nature's Prophet in this situation. If you're picking an Enigma for this, why Enigma over Nature's Prophet? Is it the stun?
Here's my argument. It's the team fight. He does so much compared to a Nature's Prophet. Like, yes, he's not going to push as fast. Yes, he can't split push like crazy into, like, the middle of nowhere, but up against that team, wouldn't you just love to have a Midnight Pulse? Wouldn't you love to have a black hole that forces a rock in a stupid location or something?
I think Enigma also gives you better itemization and economy over MP, especially when they're player support. Like, he gets a mech for you, right, for the team. I mean, MP could get the mech too, but I think group up-wise, Enigma's probably better than a Prophet.
I would compare it more to, I would say, why not Wind Ranger? That's the hero I look at that I think is just better than Enigma in this lane. Has the same idea with the Orb of Venom right clicks, but, and I would say Shackle Shot is almost better than Black Hole in this game because I don't think you're going to be able to get off Black Holes easily.
Yeah, but he's playing like a Lich though. Don't forget.
Yeah, the laning stage is pretty damn good. The deny aspect, he's already got 4 denies. Beastmaster has 2. They're denying a whole lot. The lane is pushing out. So laning stage-wise, Enigma looks amazing.
It is interesting. It's kind of like the whole idea of these Warlock dual lanes is they just like camp under the tower nonstop, so you can't kill the Warlock, but they're drawing them out with the deny too. Unfortunately, they don't really have the best heroes to capitalize on that.
Yeah, I believe Beastmaster body blocked the pull camp as well.
Yes, he did.
But 1437 gets off a nice side pull to the big camp, something that's not always easy to do for the Radiant side.
You need the 28.5-second pull. That's the play.
28.5. Okay.
Yeah, that's when you right-click
you
guys.
Know. Does it work with any camp?
I like to call it the impossible.
Impossible.
It's that one right there.
Yeah, I like it.
It works on the top one too.
I think it's dependent on the creep camp itself, right?
Oh yeah,
certain
there are
camp
some
has
issues.
Different move speed and stuff.
That one's very reliable though. For most camps, you can get it with 28.5.
28.5. Okay.
Wow.
So again, same thing. They block the pull camp at the in the Radiant safe lane. They're not letting this thing spawn for anything. They know you need to pull against this Enigma deny. They are not going to let that happen.
Yeah. So where is the farm going? It's kind of split. 5-8 on Enigma, 4-2 on Beastmaster.
I think the hero we'll see come online fastest, so to me, and at least a small power spike is going to be this Ember. He can actually rotate very early on with level 6 and find kills for his team. Like, as much as Sand King Magnus need Blink, I think until they get Blink, Ember is able to make some plays.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's what? Ancient Seal? It's kind of it, you know?
Yep.
Pretty free reign for an Ember.
And here's like Enigma Skywrath. If Ember ever goes on you when he's level 6, level 7, you're just dead. He's just going to chase you down with his Flame Guard. I think he's going to want to just get out away from this Lycan pretty early on because he's not killing this Lycan and he's just happy to get his early levels and farm from the mid lane.
Ember is kind of a strange hero in that regard. Like, he needs so much farm, but at the same time, he does so much damage even without items. At least for that like level 6 to level 9 phase, something like that.
Yeah, he kind of hits this first power peak when he gets just levels, like level 6 through 9, and then he kind of
then his
next.
Dude, look at these denies.
he's so on right now.
He goes for the last hits and he loses about half his HP. Like,
They're level 2.5 on Lifestealer, meanwhile level 3.5 on Enigma Beastmaster. This is pretty brutal.
It's working.
It is. This is the idea behind the Enigma. This is definitely what this hero gives you that other heroes don't. Lich doesn't do this either, because Lich you just get the. Nope. Thank you. First blood.
Nice.
Like a Lich, you'll deny the creeps, but you won't deny the ones without your sacrifice.
Right.
1437 should be dead bottom.
Oh. Pretty nice setup. Sam H.
I think he's fine. Cuckoo's going to do the body block. Oh, maybe not with that TP and the axis.
He is going to do the body block, but it's his teammate.
That's a classic Sam H right there. The most minimal value play that could lead to death. And now it might actually end up killing
Yeah, he's
Cuckoo.
fine,
Not
dude.
quite.
He's good.
He's got boots. All right. I just got to say, shout out to the observers out there. This is some stressful shit, dude.
Shout out. Yep. It's a thankless job.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lumi.
Thankless job. What do you mean?
I just said that for
I see
to
like
bait the
daily
tanks.
Reddit threads thinking
That's true.
observers.
That's actually, it's become a thankful job, but there were a lot of years, the dark ages of observing, where it was a hate-filled, thankless endeavor.
Can we start a Reddit meme to thank TOs now? Is that a thing?
Thank you, tournament organizers.
Yeah.
Let's just pat ourselves on the back real quick. Everybody just give yourself a round of applause.
I wore my PGL shirt today for them.
You gotta support the team,
you know?
dude.
They're in the house, you know, keeping us organized.
It's true.
Yeah, this start looking pretty damn nice for TNC as far as the lane stage goes. Here's the problem with the Magnus is it's going to take a while to come online, so he's not going to be able to like get some levels in farm and do stuff. It really is all in on In Your Dream, making some plays happen.
He has to carry his team, right? None of his team could actually
yeah.
do anything before, 15 to 20. So he's got his level 6. He's got a TP.
Yeah.
Let's make some plays.
Yeah, we'll see how soon he goes for it. Definitely if there's another dive like we just saw down bottom, he's there. He's there cleaning up, getting a double kill for his team.
Oh, dive is happening right now.
You don't want to TP if you're not getting the kills, though. You need to make sure you actually get
I
something.
don't think they need him. Oh, maybe they do.
Yeah, maybe they do. Samage's going to get 1 kill. Here comes Tim's as well. The slow is going to be there. And, well, actually, Samage's going to turn around. Dire Courier somehow dies. And
Okay.
458 is going to get slowed down. I think he's going to go down. But here comes an Ember TP.
Oh,
Jumps
last line
forward.
was-
Samage is going
Oh,
to
he
get
got the double root.
Yeah,
my.
and I think Tim should be fine, actually. Yeah.
Just the 1 kill, but it's
Still.
something. They might get Cuckoo as well. Cuckoo's actually in
Yeah.
all sorts of trouble.
He dove in very deep. He almost had the kill on Lifestealer.
Yep. There's Ember.
Easy remnant.
That's ideal rotation. Getting 2 kills, cleaning up, and Lycan not hitting your tower. He's going to be able to get back to mid lane and continue to defend his tier 1.
I will say Mag's doing better than I would have expected.
Yep. There were some creep pull wave. Like the Sanky was pulling waves from behind the tower to behind his tower.
Yeah.
Which I think helped quite a bit. That to me is like Magnus is one of those weird offlaners nowadays because it doesn't really play into these strong offlane dual lanes. It still plays that kind of old school. Let's just pull waves and
Just
deny.
leave me alone.
Yeah, you almost rather be solo.
This is that weird moment where you feel, well, you felt really good about how much experience you were denying, and then you hand that over to the mid lane. You go, well, all that advantage we just picked up from those Enigma denies has just gone right over to the other
Yeah,
team.
even Lifestealer is equal on experience to Enigma and Beastmaster now.
They'll get a freebie on Zephyr.
So they use the Lycan rotation top to get the kill on the Magnus. That's a pretty solid level 6 classic Helm rotation from the Lycan.
And yeah, we talked about the Ember coming online and being the playmaker for Tigers. It's Lycan on the Dire side. He's hit his level 6 plus Helm. That's, yeah, it really is your key early game timing where you can get kills, push towers. Doesn't get the full tier 1 tower top, but does do a little bit of damage.
You want to hit us with the net worth tab there, Lumi?
Yeah, sure. I thought it's a standard thing to do at 10.
10. Oh.
Sorry, I'm an old dog.
Well,
you
I don't know. I don't know what's standard, but I like it. I'm an early net worth kind of guy. I
okay.
like to see where the bars are.
Yeah, I'm a late game player, so.
I like charts. Skywrath gonna get caught. Another freebie there for TNC Tigers.
All right, let me hit you up with the chart real fast.
That's nice right there. Look at that. See, that tells a story.
Armel jumping up on top, and KYXY. He doesn't have a teleport scroll. I think he should be okay here.
Skewer.
Oh, maybe
Oh,
not.
wow.
Maybe
That's
not.
ideal.
Does he RP to save himself? He
Ooh.
does.
What worth?
Yeah, I think
The Slark.
Yeah, I think Slark not getting a solo kill on you is actually worth there as Magnus. Because first RP is so bad anyway. No one's coming to you.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
he's just trying to farm Blink, so
Yeah.
like, are you really using RP in the next 2 minutes? Probably not.
It works out.
Now, if Slark comes in here right now and kills you, that's where you have problems.
It's a morale issue. It just doesn't feel good to have to do that.
I think that's definitely true.
Dire will get
Particularly
their
when he
courier
could
back, though.
have made the skewer away play, but Slack
Yes.
kind of outplayed him there.
Ooh, I like this BOT first attempt on Ember Spirit.
Yep.
He
Great.
needs to be wherever his team is taking the fights, right?
Yeah. And this is kind of where Ember's had this good start. He's going to be strong without like a item like a, I don't know, Veil or Blade Mail because he's just got levels. He's level 9.5 already. He's going to hit level 10 super early. There's no need to get some kind of fighting item right away.
I mean, given his team is so weak early on, you would think that he would go for those early game fighting item, but like you said, that early 2 kills really propelled him forward to go for a greedier choice like this.
This
Ready
is
to
a
go in.
scary smoke. They have the Roar up as well as Lycan ready to rotate with the ulti.
No black hole at least.
Yeah.
Well, Remnant into chains. It's a good way to set it up, and they catch the Enigma, so it does work out.
He's going to farm some Eidolons. I believe they got chains. They don't give as much gold as they used to.
Yeah, it looks like he got 23, 25, something like that.
Like 35 to 40, I feel.
I'm not sure if it scales as they get leveled up.
Yeah, I think that was one of the recent patches.
They had that observer ward right up next to the tower too, so they knew when the Beastmaster had backed away.
They did used to
Made
be
that
a
very easy.
pretty nasty bounty, though. If you end up killing 6 Eidolons, it's better. It's like on par with a creep wave, a full creep
Magnus.
Ooh, TP out.
Close.
Oof, not gonna complete.
Now that's a feels bad. He RP wasted, well not really wasted, but RP used to get away, and now he dies while TPing, so he's going to respawn and have to walk back to lane, or walk back to jungle probably.
Yeesh.
Got the rune for the team though.
Yeah.
Small stuff.
It's a team player right there.
Yeah. And this is where the draft really will come together for TNC regular, the push.
Yeah. They are pretty damn scary when they group up.
I mean, look at this thing.
So many summons here, and
And you can like Midnight Pulse behind the tower too if you want. If there were trees, which there aren't, thanks to Beastmaster.
Yeah. This is that stage that I was really concerned about. Warlock's not even 6 yet. Magnus obviously doesn't really want to fight.
God.
They're not stopping.
It's
No,
scary.
I don't know how you.
And this Lycan, they're just going to go the Zeus strat. He's going to go Necro Book level 3 ASAP.
They don't have enough wave player to kill this.
and
dude.
know.
Magnus
Exactly.
is rotating. He's like, Magnus, you can't farm Blink. We need you defending. Come and spam some Shockwave,
Yep.
because that's all we can really
I mean,
do.
he's going for Soul Ring. Like, he's not even close to Blink.
They definitely want to fight around this siege creep in terms of pushing the tower, but this
Tim's
is
getting
space
6
created.
mid too.
Well, Warlock's hit level 6 now, so team fight potential is there, and this is where Tigers, next time that kind of push comes, if they're set up, they definitely can defend with RP plus Chaotic Offering.
Yeah, we are about to have the Beastmaster Skywrath combo though.
That is true.
To make
Mystic Flare is
Mine's a lot
a
harder.
game changer.
yeah.
Does feel like Tim's has been a little quiet this game, but about to be enlightened with the tome. That will be his level 7.
I mean, look how defensive Tigers are playing. And I think they will probably play like this for the next 10, 20 minutes, right? Like, Slark Shadow Blaze up, and you just have to group up as a team.
Yeah.
I think they're going to just get out econ.
They could look for something here with the Warlock ulti. It's kind of scary to use your Warlock ulti for anything other than a full push though.
Yeah, you don't want to like drop it offensively to find a pick-off or something.
Yeah.
You want to use it more reactionary.
You kill that Beastmaster right there with it, let's say, and then suddenly there's going to be 5 heroes in your mid lane.
Yep. Yeah, by just having Warlock Ultimate, you're slowing down the push.
Yeah.
Because they're going to be much more hesitant to go for some towers.
So if you're a Predator, are you okay playing this game slow? You don't necessarily have the better late game, but you do have, what, like you said, a very greedy core lineup, right?
Yeah. You have a way better economy going too. Like you're farming more of the map.
I mean,
you're
look at Cuckoo, he's going Midas.
yeah.
And
they're totally okay playing
they don't
late.
have GPM talents on the Radiant, right? It's like Dire side they have the Enigma one, which is pretty crazy for a support.
I feel like they kind of understand they're just farming better. Like just a few minutes ago it was a 2k gold lead, now it's a 4k gold lead with just like 1 tier 1 tower bottom going down.
Yeah.
So they are probably not feeling any sense of urgency. And Slark Shadowblade, he can kind of roam around soon and find some picks. I imagine they'll just play around pickoffs because the like brute force, let's 5-man down a tower without summons isn't going to work against the team fight.
Oops.
Ooh, that's a quick pick.
All right.
Good bound to happen, I suppose, with the Empower.
Level 3 Empower, Magnus is maxing this. And I guess that's how you kind of defend, you know?
Yep.
Level 4 Empower on Ember, pretty damn nice. He does need more points inside a Fist, however. It's got that long 30-second cooldown at level 1.
Really like what TNC is doing here, Predator. They gave the wards to Armel and just basically asked him to place it in a very deep spot where the supports cannot place.
He's about to run into an Observer Sentry here, though. Radiant team
It's
see him.
close. There it is. Right into the chains, and
Okay, he's going to need to jump out. RP's going to hit, and that's going to be a big kill here.
very nice.
All 5 people rotate.
Well timed, though.
Damn. Mag walked like right past him. Didn't even hesitate.
And
Baited
seeing
him
that,
perfectly in.
Yeah.
they're going to smoke up immediately and try to pick another fight. Who are they going to go for?
This is one good thing about their draft, though, is even though they lost the Slark, they can still go in with the Beastmaster Skywrath combo.
And it gives you that kind of sense of security on the Tiger side, but someone I feel like is about to get jumped.
Oh,
Good
they
news
went
is,
the wrong way.
yeah, I mean, they don't have vision. If they had dire wards up, it would be very easy to find a pick.
You're going to have to go
They
mid
will
instead.
find Magnus.
I mean, if I have to choose a person to kill, it's probably
bottom
the
lane.
Ember.
Ember's getting Enigma.
Oh, that's not great.
Wow,
I
they
mean,
used the Warlock ult.
I think the Magnus is like the second priority kill on this team, right? You want to kill Ember, obviously, but then Magnus getting his Blink Dagger delay is actually a huge deal.
Yep. Are they going to go into Roshan, I believe? Because they just saw the Warlock Rock being used. The
Yeah.
Magnus RP is down. Should be a free Rosh.
We
Kind
have
of
free
Level
sinking,
12
too.
versus level 7.
Oh, look at that. Armel drops a sentry, and now...
That's a Slark player right there,
Definitely
carrying the
should be dead.
sentries for the wards.
No, maybe not.
He's gonna get away.
Yeah.
Well, now Roshan. He's going down quick, and on the
Who's
other
on the bounty
side...
rune up there?
Sanking just died, yeah, going
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
Got caught by Skywrath Silence. Armel
Slark.
has an Aegis now, and you got to go in full turtle mode if you're Tigers. I don't think there is any way to take fights against the Aegis.
I'm really curious how that Warlock ult got used on a solo Enigma.
Maybe he was porting out,
I
and then they
believe-
cancel the port.
That's
Yeah,
probably correct.
It looked like the only way they could catch him was going to be to drop him.
And they are getting
Lifestealers in
completely ran
trouble.
over.
But is that even worth? Isn't that exact discussion of the like you need that threat?
Yeah.
Oh, the Enigma, yeah,
Yeah.
it seems like you'd almost rather just let him live than drop your Warlock ult there.
Because as soon as they saw these like two big ultimate on cooldown, they just smoked, got a kill, got a tower, got a Rosh.
And they actually have so much push power that they took
Yeah.
Rosh, and they're already at this tier 2. It's still 80 seconds without Warlock ult. It's not like this ult is even close to coming
Look
back
at the
up.
wards too. Like your entire jungle's ward up. You can't farm anywhere. TNC's got a Shadow Blaze Slark. What do you do at this point if you're
Yeah.
Tigers?
He's gonna have Echo Saber coming. Enigma
Oh my God,
gets the
Cuckoo.
Midas.
The Midas.
So-
That's like the Cuckoo Chen. This guy loves his greedy heroes.
Oh yeah, well I mean Enigma, dude. You get the cooldown reduction, you gotta go Midas. The value's too good to pass up. You're crazy
true.
if you don't go Midas.
I think from a drafting perspective, this game is like a classic example of just being a tiny bit greedier than your opponent and then just punishing them with better timing, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't think Tiger has played bad at all. It's just that their lineup doesn't really allow them to do anything. At least
Predator
right now.
just had solid lanes that come online very early. Like they don't need to win the lanes for this to happen. They just need to do pretty well. And the fact that they got a couple successful ganks, I think this is one of the drawbacks of Magnus that we're seeing right here is he is very slow. He just doesn't do a hell of a lot in the first 15 minutes because he needs Blink Dagger.
Yeah, I do feel like Magnus is the hero that kind of messes with their timings a bit too much, like you're saying.
And then you have the supporting cast of Warlock, Sand King that are good in their own rights. But when you're talking about that timing sensitivity, Warlock is pretty bad in that regard. And Sand King, I mean, he can fight early, but he also falls into that category of becomes a different hero once he gets Blink Dagger. So,
Alright. Well, guys, I feel like we're talking like this game is
It's
you know
true.
close to over. This is high ground defense with Empower Ember,
that's true.
Yeah.
Magnus, Warlock. The team fight is insane.
I think that's the strongest point of Tiger's game, like your high ground defense. It
Yes.
is tough to break it. And if you look at the other side, you have a lineup that can push outer towers quite easily, but you're looking at a Slark and Lycan core,
Yeah.
which I don't think you could actually break high ground unless you get a team fight victory, which, like we talked about, it's hard to get.
And that is why the minus on Enigma actually feels like the perfect item in this
Yeah,
game.
very
Because
smart.
you're not ending this game. Even though you could be up 10k gold now, you could have Aegis, you could take down every outer tower by 20 minutes. But can you go high ground? And I think the answer is kind of not really that easily unless you kill Ember or Magnus. Or,
Right.
or they waste their ults or something.
We went through a full era of Dota where it was this Magnus being picked right away to try and deal with this like SD Luna or something, and we had all these mag games holding high ground, Ember Spirits being picked up. And he kind of was this iconic like, as long as you have mag on your team, you're gonna like keep up with the farm because someone's just getting too much gold on your team. So
It's a free like 5-6k gold item for 2 of your teammates.
Yeah.
It's giving them an extra like 10k plus net worth. So this gold difference is not really 7k net worth in a fight where everyone's empowered, and particularly when you're defending high ground and getting to use that bonus damage.
yeah, because when you're spread out across the map, that's when the problems can occur. Obviously, you can't have 100% uptime and stuff on Empower, but when you're in the base,
Yep.
it's like guaranteed.
True. Get ready though. Blink
Cuckoo,
Dagger on Cuckoo.
He has the
Cuckoo.
right circle there.
Yeah, he knew what's going on. He's kind of figured out this movement in. The Infest gank coming and doesn't find anyone. It will be these outer towers falling. Tigers have zero interest in defending outer towers.
Yeah.
They are all about the high ground defense. And when outer towers being pushed,
Oh,
they're
is
just
he gonna
pushing
try and
side
cancel
lane.
TPs though? Are they gonna?
That
He has a blink.
actually could be a thing.
Oh, they're just going to go for the Magnus kill, it looks like. Buy your blink.
Cuckoo!
Buy your blink.
There
okay.
you go. That's a kill.
Nice setup.
That seems fine for Tigers. He lost 0 gold. This frees up the top lane. You saw multiple heroes TP down bottom, so you know this top lane's free and safe to farm. Ember heads straight there.
Always feels good, though, when you're that team that's able to get the tower in that situation, you defend your own, and you still get a pick off. Like, you just outmaneuver them a half step ahead, and, you know, you force the Ember back. He doesn't get anything out of it. He does get to push the lane, so I guess he gets something, but...
Feels like a risky timing because they still had Aegis for a bit longer, but that's going to expire in 10 seconds. So now, at least on the Tiger side, you know, okay, that Aegis threat is over. We don't have to worry about it. The next worry is maybe second Roche when there's Cheese as well as Aegis. But if they weren't going to go high ground with Aegis, they're definitely not doing it without.
Now, the one way that this game could really go wrong for Predator is that they try to brute force the high ground. I feel like that's generally how you would lose this game. And I think it's okay for them to play it very slowly, right? You know, grab the boundary runes every 5 minutes, grab Roshan whenever, keep Midasing away.
Their plan, ooh, Zephyr finds the Slurk.
Okay, that's a
Did
big
not Dark
kill.
Pact, but they didn't have the damage.
Okay, in fact, he's going to try to turn around.
That's a
Rock's
big
going to get dropped as well, not really doing too much, and now immediate pick off your Black Hole after seeing the Rocks being used. That is 3 kill, 4 make it 4, and they just go high ground now, right?
It's a lock, Jerry. It's a lock.
Ooh,
And
Tim's
Tigers were like, let's go for something risky. Let's fight outside of our
no.
base, and that is not how you play Dota with this lineup.
See ya. Well,
And Raven instantly.
That's not Rax, I don't think, but that should be tier 3.
I would say so, yeah. If he had shapeshift, maybe.
kind of depends on how much they commit for it, but
no.
either way, perfectly done by Cuckoo there, not to hesitate. As soon as he sees the rock is done, you just grab any targets you can find, sets up the rest of the fight. So big that the Slark survives there as well. It's one of those hairpin type situations where if they kill the Slark, that looks incredible. What a great pickoff. But if he lives like that, well, we saw what happened. It's a bloody disaster.
This is just the most classic TNC draft in that aspect of like Sam H. Their strats work so well when he's given this Nyx or some hero where he's like supposed to start falling off to make way for one of these other supports. I mean, usually it's Tim's, to be fair. He's kind of getting shafted in this one. Cuckoo wanted to go back to his Enigma Chen days, but...
Yeah, poor Tims. This guy doesn't even get to play 4 half the time anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen Cuckoo play these farming Wind Rangers in the offlane now, and Tims is just like, well, I'm playing my same heroes a lot of the time. Like, I'll play a Tusk or something, but I got a 5 position.
When did I become 5, guys? What happened? No one told me.
Yeah, can we get Thievin back? Can we ring him up?
As soon as Cuckoo said he was playing support, I was like, yeah.
Yeah,
I know
true.
what kind of support you're playing. I see my AoEs, you know.
How is click on the Enigma. How is Cuckoo looking?
I mean, look, he's
He's
got...
stacked.
He's balling pretty hard. He's got a BKB coming. He's close to level 15, and that's when you get the CDR.
The thing is, like, yeah,
What's his 20 talent?
It's the Idol and damage.
Oh.
or health,
Health is
depending,
also pretty
you know.
good.
Dude, the Eidolon damage though with Beastmaster.
Eidolon damage is insane. It like almost triples your Eidolon damage.
Yo, you guys want some fun turbo mode games? Enigma's the hero. You know, during the cavern call, I had to pick that guy up. Damn. What a lad. Instantly annihilating those buildings.
I could see that. Yeah, the pushing power.
But I think for Tigers, we can see the game plan here. Let's play around Observer Sentry wards, or we play around our high ground. Right now, they're just going to 5-man camp this Sentry, hope that Slark runs into them.
Oh
like,
my
I mean,
gosh.
that sounds really smart when you point it out like that, but then just think of it from their perspective.
Such a sad
They're
state
just
of
sitting there,
affairs.
right? I'm
Yeah,
just
they're not
changing
farming.
to their POV, right? They don't see nothing.
guys-
It just feels bad, man,
Guys,
over
he's
here.
coming soon.
Yeah,
I mean,
maybe.
Their jungle's been cleared out,
Yeah.
so now they're going to clear
Okay,
our jungle.
let's
and
get-
then-
Watch Lifestealer farm this one camp. Okay,
Lycan
He's
just
coming in.
pinged
He's Shadow Blade.
exactly where
He's
they are.
about to run into them.
all right.
How fast can they? He's got BKB though.
Oh, God.
Oh my God, is this actually going to work?
He
They
did
found
BKB.
him. The
Wow.
RP, it's going to be close. He's stunned into oblivion, and he's down.
Is that worth though?
They drop double ults for that.
If Slark had buyback, he'd
Yes.
buy back there.
He would 100%.
Don't they just buy back and push,
So
right?
now we're going to watch
does not
Lumi
have
struggle to rebind
You know,
the Vision Cube.
yeah, who changed my
Oh,
bones?
Go into options.
It's
Okay.
messed up by default
Yeah.
now.
Oh, my God.
So
Spectator.
bottom right. No, go back to hotkeys, bottom right.
It is on fire now.
And then the missing one above F2, just make that F1.
Nope, down one.
Down one.
See where the gap.
Thank
is.
you.
There you go,
F1.
buddy.
There you
Woo!
Watch out, they're fine.
Easy
Mid lane.
call.
Lumi.
Oh, shit.
Now
Press
right
F1.
on time, dude. Like we scripted it.
go. All right, so Thieving
God.
gets picked.
Oh, God.
Oh no, Zephyr got
Oh, they see Zephyr.
scouted by the Hawk.
TP?
Centaur! Oh, they're going to roar him. He's out. He's done.
And
Over here.
458 is.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Observer
no.
Lumi.
I
Ladies
mean,
and
health.
gentlemen. He's
Actually,
back.
best observer NA.
Yeah.
After I
Wow.
get my bindings.
Right.
No,
And he
that's
does-
true. All the
and he
good
doesn't have
observers are
many
EU, so-
observers. So yeah.
It's a
Look-
not many vying for that title. in
Hey,
NA.
Blaze was observing yesterday, guys. Come on now. Give him some respect.
Was he actually observing?
I think he was.
I think he might have been, but
Observe the
I don't think that's
BSJ cast.
I don't think that's the title that he's seeking in his current state of affairs.
Look,
number one observer.
He's the jack of all trades.
I
They
mean-
fly him out just to admin games.
Well, that's what I'm
True.
saying.
Legend.
True.
And best observer in
He's
based
the-
on how some of these qualifiers have gone.
Best admin NA. I think that's a much better title.
Yeah.
A lot of respect that comes with that one.
Well, as it stands, 17k gold lead. I don't honestly think those like Slurk pickoffs change the game much. I'd almost rather they
No.
just try and find ways to just get farm on Ember and stuff. Like
Yeah.
focus more on split pushing than these like let's sit here as 4 or 5 under a sentry to get a kill.
What's,
It's more
what's
just
the roast
impressive
scoop there, Lumi?
that it worked. You know, that they actually sat there for that long with no vision, no idea, and it
Can
did
we-
actually bait the Slarkin.
Yeah.
What's roast
It
scoop?
all-
What do you want to look?
All came down to getting the
Yeah.
stun before Slark dark packed it, and
Yeah.
luckily Sanking had that insta stun.
Well, cooldown's ready at least for Magnus. Warlock has it up in 40 seconds, so never mind that.
For Dunzo
Oh, so
See
you
you
don't
later.
get a shorter cooldown with the cool set?
on Warlock.
Yeah. I thought maybe that would be coming with it. We're not pay to win yet.
No, not quite.
That would be such an uproar if that was actually the case.
What if it was like 1%? What if it was
I
some
mean,
unnoticeable
It would still
amount?
be a complete uproar,
Yeah.
dude. It would be.
That's when you know it's like beginning of the end.
Yeah,
Everything has
it's
its number,
over.
dude. 0.01. Primal roar.
0.01 second shorter.
Yeah. Oh. Jumps inside of
Goes
a
into
wolf.
The wolf. Okay,
Oh,
well,
he can micro it still. Where's he gonna send it?
Look at this. He's trying to make it blended.
very far from the team.
Oh god! It's
Oh,
running the
see
wall.
ya. Wait, guys!
Where did the
They
Necrobook
even
go?
had the sentry.
Oh, but they don't see it because there's invis.
Yeah, but did the Necrobook die? The
oh
True
yeah,
Sight one?
dude, that was so smart. He waited for the Necrobook to die, right?
I believe
And then
so.
he's
I
like,
saw the Necro Archer. I didn't see the True Sight Necro though.
Yeah, it was hard to tell right there.
It
But
looked like
he was
a-
also right under a sentry for a moment and didn't get caught, so that was fortunate.
Nice. Well, gets out of there.
Yep.
Small relief.
so Parker, back to your point of like Tiger looking to find ways to farm, right?
Yeah.
I do think sitting 5 under a ward is the way to find farm because now Armel's scared going up that hill.
True.
So at least you like gain some ground in that
Yeah,
area of
yeah.
the map. So I think you just keep like trying to kill the Slark.
From a pure like money perspective, the gold they got there, they would have maybe gotten more if they just had a couple heroes going out to split push. Obviously, someone might die.
Oh,
nice
fishing
shot.
man on the hunt.
That was a
He may still
nice.
live. No, this guy's there for the
that was a
silence.
confident black hole.
That was nice.
No hesitation from Cuckoo.
Sam
Who's
H.
got the cheese?
Do you want to say Slark?
Lycan.
Okay, like it.
That makes sense.
Going for the
Nice.
kills in
Desire.
mid.
Epi gets
What's
channeled.
Beastmaster? I don't know if they've got Sam H.
Sam H is tanky, dude. Do
Ready
they
to
have
s-
him?
Ready to go.
Do they
They're
have
gonna
him?
turn
I
it
don't
on
think
too.
so.
He's fine.
Maybe.
And now you push.
Yeah, that's probably high ground. Ember actually has no buyback.
This is rough.
This is looking like multiple lanes of racks. Probably game over even.
Yeah.
Just one pick off, one good black hole like that, and you're set.
The power of the Enigma, boys. I hope we
I
see
mean,
more
we
of
still
this
have the
guy.
Fatal Bonds attempt. I'm sure they're going to go for it with the RP, so don't get too clumped. I mean, that's even a little clumpy for my taste, but
There's a lot of summons, I guess. I think if you do that, you just probably going to end up feeding the rock, though. Even if you potentially kill one hero.
with Fatal Bonds RP Rock, I mean,
I mean,
it's
they
true.
still have
Yeah.
Aegis on Slark, so I
Yeah.
think they're okay.
They just don't
It
have that
is
good
true.
follow-up damage. And yeah, Aegis plus G's, so those two frontliners will be fine. In
Alright,
fact, two
they
lanes
play
of
it
Rex.
safe.
They back off. They still have Aegis for another 2 minutes.
That perfectly done tier 3s, melee barracks. Let the creeps do the dirty work on the range. 26k net worth lead, 28 minutes. Hell of a start to this group stage, boys.
I mean, anyone surprised by the result?
I guess I am.
Parker has to pretend to be
Parker
surprised.
yeah.
No, I don't think it was going to be this one-sided.
Yeah,
This is
so
a very solid execution.
I mean, going back to the second pick, Magnus, right? I feel like Magnus is where it was a little weird.
Yeah, there's certainly some, like,
Oh, that
you know, they
hurts.
must have been playing it or something and been feeling pretty good about the hero. I could see it being the logic of just like, how does TNC usually play Dota? They usually play this like 5-man, come at you pretty early for engagements, but they're not usually this fast. Like, this is a ridiculously fast lineup because of the Enigma just being added into the mix. So maybe that idea just kind of, it was just a slightly too quick. But with the way they usually play that 5-man Dota, I could see how you want to prioritize a heavy team fight hero.
Yeah. The Lycan is just too big. Assault Kuros now.
It's actually worked out so well having the Enigma Black Hole as well, having that guaranteed disable on an Ember Spirit, because if not for that, Ember can just always kind of split push and rat. He's not really afraid of too much. He's got a Lincoln Sphere in a few minutes, that stops him getting roared. He doesn't die to anything there except some kind of insta-stun out of his Remnant, which is a Black Hole.
That's true. Well, Lincoln Sphere now, trying to itemize for more survivability. Good against the Skywrath, at least.
This Enigma's going to have a Nocturne core soon, it looks like. Has a Soul Booster. All the cooldown reduction in the world.
Hey, Lumi, can you mouse over Midas for a second?
Yes.
Transmute. That's the name of the active. All right, little trivia for you here, Lumi.
Yeah.
Do you know what the active on cheese is called?
Le fromage? Consume, eat.
No.
We actually thought it was consume or eat as well. It is actually called fondue.
Oh, shit.
Fondue.
Welcome to being enlightened.
Don't
which
you
is
need a lot
also-
more cheese for fondue?
Yes,
It's a
one
big
would
piece
say.
of cheese, dude.
But enlighten is the active on Tome of Knowledge.
Oh.
We're learning all kinds of. What was the other one we learned?
Inhibit. Diffusal.
Oh, we do know that one. I mean, come on, I'm not a peasant here. Jeez.
We've seen
Keep
enough
up with the
diffusal
times.
brews to know about how Inhibit.
Yes.
I think Shadow Walk is for Lothars, right?
Ooh. Did you guys see that one for the magic stick?
No.
Do you know what that is?
Oh, God, what is it? It's
That
got to be
is-
something weird.
It is really weird.
Really?
It was it's called energy charge.
All right, no, I did not.
Yeah, that is really up
Damn, we're really getting
Wow.
up in our lore game these days.
I remember when they added a thing for Orchid, and they called it Shadow Burn or whatever. and they
Soul
added-
Burn?
Or
Soul
Soul
Burn,
Burn. That's
yeah,
it,
Soul
Soul
Burn.
Burn. And it's got the animation now because it used to just do the damage. The Soul Burn.
I feel like there's a really missed opportunity for some Harry Potter lore on the Magic Stick and Magic Wand. Can they put some like Wingardium Leviosa up on there? You know,
Maybe. I don't know.
is
Have
that
a
some
chat with them.
copyright? Oh, that
Uh-oh.
is. Oh,
A little bit of damage onto the Skywrath. He's got the old Glimmer Cape.
In Your Dream is shook. Like normally you go for that support kill 100% of the time, right? But he doesn't know who's behind that Skywrath.
Yeah, it feels like it could be bait in a game of this status. Just have no vision.
All right, this is kind of like the last hurrah, right? They need to go out there, drop their ults, and get about 4 or 5 kills, or else they're gonna just get their base ran down.
Yeah, the danger move here.
Seems
Oh, what a scan!
TNC's all about waiting for that third Roche.
What a scan! Oh, 1437 away from his team. Armel gonna just. Yeah, that
Wow.
is a.
They
that's
catch
a
the
kill.
Skywrath on the other side too, so it's a 1-for-1 on supports.
I would say the Skywrath is not important
Lycan
compared
has
to the
ulted.
Warlock.
But gold-wise, the
Okay,
Sky
true.
Kills gives you more.
True, true, true.
Wow, yeah, they got an extra 30 gold for that one.
Can they actually push with 30 seconds? Yes, they can.
I think so.
They're gonna go.
Can at least do a little chip damage here. I think you're right. Skywrath hurts, but you're like dependent on the Warlock. They're trying to cut the wave up top. Sand King's up to some shenanigans. It's an interesting thought. Might help them out with in terms of backdoor, but they've got the other lanes pushing in.
Armel's carrying a gem now, so actually no vision outside.
Echo Slamma Jamma.
Actually, speaking about Enlighten, I would like to know what normally means.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Tweet at MottDota if you can find out what it means. That would be great. Oh, Andrew, I didn't tell you. I received a direct message that was extremely long and detailed about exactly how to play snooker. He said
Really?
he couldn't DM you or Mott, and so he sent it to me. I've got a couple pages if you want to look into it.
My DMs might not be open, actually. I'm going to go ahead and open those up.
Yeah, that's a mistake. You're missing out.
Wow. So, can you give us a TLDR, or is there
I mean,
not
we've
one?
got time.
Is the Lumi, are you familiar with
It's
this game?
basically
Snooker?
exactly what we said, where it's like you put in the colored ball, then you hit the red ball, you hit the other colored ball, you hit the red ball, you got to do in that order thing, you got to call your shots.
Is it like a wannabe pool?
Get some points. No,
No,
it's like the
it's the other
OG.
way
It's
around.
the
Have I
Dota.
insulted everybody when I said
Snookers
that?
is Dota and pool is League.
Oh,
Like
okay.
it's that kind of level.
Well,
Pool
you
is
know-
even more simplified than
Yes,
League. Pool is like
exactly.
super basic.
Yeah.
Well, you know the thing about League, it is simple and easy to understand. So a lot more people play it. Black hole. Here we go. No follow-up.
Hey.
That was.
Uh-oh.
He didn't use his BKB.
Ooh, but that 1 mine RP, I don't know. The Enigma's going to die immediately. I say that the BKB keeps him alive, and it's going to be the Lifesteal that goes down. Magnet's going to be dead, and so is Sand King.
Ouch.
That is how you win
Power
teamfights.
Ember.
Oh!
He gets one with the Maelstrom proc, I believe, there at the end.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah, but right
With
into
silence?
the bosom of Tim's. No, they're going to go for 14 Dirk Saints. All right, get that old captain. He's out. And then in your dreams.
I think Tim's would be insulted to hear that you think he has bosoms.
Well, everybody has bosoms. It's just how large and soft.
How in charge they are.
Yes.
How large and soft, yes.
Well said.
And how confident you are about your bosoms.
That's, yeah, you know what? I take it back. Tim's, wear them with pride, bud. That's looking close to a GG here. 37K. They are going to hold on just one bit longer. Sam H actually falls.
They still got
Yeah, they hold
racks. That
Okay.
didn't
Okay.
hurt him too much. I guess the
I mean,
buyback,
but
though,
look
yeah.
at the lead, dude. It's 36K.
At
More than
36
1K.
minutes.
Oh, no, it's shrunk back down.
Phew.
Yeah, close.
Real close one.
Whenever I see a lead of 30K and above, I remember that game where I think it was IG had a 30K lead, and Chuan was on the team. Remember that? I think we were casting
The
that game.
TI game?
And they lost after holding the base for a while.
Yeah, Parker, do you remember that one game in the
Sorry.
last 5 years when
I
you were
don't-
casting with Lumi that one time?
All right. Okay, they're actually out the base. They're actually doing
There's a
something.
wolf
They are
watching
taking
them.
Roche. They want refresher, but
This
they
is
are
not
about to
going to
get
work.
wiped.
This
Yeah.
is not going to work.
Okay, they see our Mel. Can they burst
BKB
him
Black
down?
Hole's coming.
Oh, I don't know. Wait, he's in there.
He's
He's
got
Armel
out.
just
BKB.
ignored him. He's just like, I'm going to hit Roche.
What is happening?
They just killed the Lifestealer, and that's it.
And Beastmaster's buying back.
Dude, look
he
at that
knows
giant
this
wolf.
Roche matters.
They did waste some BKBs, though, so maybe not an easy Roche for Predator.
Ember is level 25.
I think they still need to be a little careful here.
I feel like this was the game to get the double
He didn't
sleight
go
of fist
sleight of
charges.
fist?
Yeah, I would have thought this game of all games.
That
Remnant
seems
charge
strange.
time is pretty good, though, boys.
Well, I mean, he's in his base all the time, so I don't know.
Yeah, but that's where he's not using remnants, right?
Right, exactly. That's why I agree with you.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
you
he
want the
should-
double sleight of fist. Yeah. Because you can just use 2 in a row to maximize your damage output.
Although, to be fair, we haven't really seen that TNC in the low ground pushing into Tiger scenario at all,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, some cheddar in there. Anyone want?
Some
Fondue?
refresher.
Not hungry.
All right, there we go.
Alright, fondue.
Fondue.
Fondue. Fondue's it.
Use fondue. Yeah, you're right.
It's very strange. Fondue's not really a verb. Usually like consume, you know, I consumed it. You don't say I fondued it.
I think he fondue. I
Well,
think it's a verb.
I do fondue. The do is
Yeah.
the verb, dude. Fondue's
I mean-
a noun.
no, I
Consume
fondue.
is already taken
Here's
though,
the
by
thing,
Life
right?
Stealer, so you can't have 2 consumes in the game. That'd be confusing.
Consume. No,
That
it's
would-
assimilate. Isn't that Lifestealer's thing?
Isn't there a consume as well? Like when
Yes.
you're when you're
When
inside,
you're inside
the
the creep,
it's
the
consume.
word is called consume.
Oh, I see. Yeah, but you also consume salve, don't you? That's what it's called for a salve.
Oh, so there is 2 consume.
So why
Oh, there's
not
many
just
consumes.
why not just eat though?
No, salve is just salve.
Okay, one of them's consume. I'm pretty sure.
Skewer back
Tango is
in.
devour.
Maybe they
RP's
changed them
gonna
all.
be there as well, only for the Enigma. But
Oh.
here comes Armel. Where's the control for this small fish? Armel is gonna kill KYXY. The Lycan's in there. The Lycan is just objective gaming at this point.
Why not? Epicenter not
On
doing too much.
The books. This is death by 1,000 cut. They're slowly killing them.
I may not be a snooker expert like David Brimmers, but this looks like 8-ball corner pocket.
Sure.
If you ask me.
Sure does, Trent. Looks like this Enigma is going to come in. He's got his Q chalked up,
There's no 8-ball in snooker.
and he's going to...
It's a blue ball, I believe.
Enigma is the blue ball indeed, and he is going to bring this black hole to a triumphant end. Come on, Cuckoo, give us a show to bring this one out. Your team's taking a lot of damage. They've lost Tim's. Oh my, they're going to get repelled.
Yeah, they lost their axe.
It's only Megas.
Give him the black hole.
All right. Come on, Cuckoo.
It's got the refresher
Put
shot.
on a show.
This black hole is Ember.
Give it to him, Cuckoo. He's asking for it. He doesn't even know he's hungry. Give him the sandwich.
Oh, he stopped it.
Blink Dagger canceled. What a play.
All right, all right. Saving it. What's the
knows.
cooldown on Black Hole with the CDR and the...
102.
102.
Yeah. I think it was actually just trying to bait the Enigma into black hole there because he had the Remnant escape.
Yeah.
And Dream's probably like, I'll be faster than Cuckoo. No
Yeah,
problem.
he had the ward there, so.
Yeah, the Enigma cast animation of Black Hole is actually very slow.
He lifts his arms.
Yeah, he needs to do that wind back and...
Plus, I mean, you really want the double midnight. Come on now. We need some style points here. You've already won the game. That's
Whoa,
right,
whoa.
guys. I'm
Spoiler
confident
alert.
enough to call this. I'm doing it.
What, are you watching the non-delayed version here, Trent? How do you know they won already? You've never seen a team come back from Megas?
37K megas at 39
Dude, that's
minutes.
not even close to the record, all right? Are you
What?
acting like this has never
Are you
happened
serious?
before?
It definitely, there's no way this has happened. 37K at 39 minutes. I would be shocked if a game came back from this.
There was
I said
one,
that confidently. I have no idea.
I remember one game that was a 40k gold comeback. I can't remember.
Yeah, and that one was pretty early. I'm not gonna lie. That was like VGJ.
I think you might have just got yourself, dog. You got.
No, I'm just being nice and
I just
confident,
remember that
you know.
number and seeing it being like 40k gold comeback like that.
It was some NA game.
It seemed insurmountable.
It's
not
some NA game.
surprisingly.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sure Mott was casting it. I Mott.
Hello.
They are gonna hold off the Megas though. They're gonna sit back. They're gonna try to hold.
Ember's got
long
Battle
as
Fury
they
queued
can.
up.
Jeez, that's a sad state
Get a
of
rapier.
affairs.
You're down Megas. Good
How much
Empower.
value is Battle Fury when you already have Empower?
It's still
it still
bonus
good?
damage because all your cleave, assuming all these units like Lycan summons are grouped up together, your cleave damage is going to be.
Yeah, they do
Buffed up.
stack. I think it's additive.
Yep.
So it's not bad.
Dude, look at those remnants though.
Yeah.
25-second refresh time.
Yeah, they come back.
Who needs two
fast.
slights?
Okay.
Almost catch him.
Alright, TNC needs to do the siege tank push. You guys know that one?
What's that?
You just camp in front of their base and watch your creeps hit the building.
Like
hit the
this
rats.
hell bear?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I like it.
It's working so far.
He has
Armel's
heralded.
gone against the plan though.
Okay, well here comes the roar. Everyone's on the core.
Cuckoo's just got a passive black hole ready to go.
Yep.
He's not looking to use it.
Tim's is in there.
They're
Tim's
gonna
is
lose
out.
Tims. Guys, they went 1 for 1.
Dude, Cuckoo's ready. Look at him. He's like, I'm going in the fountain, boys.
He's like, guys, we're gonna black hole this. I hope you're ready. The Lycan
The
about to
threat's
lose
going to die
shapeshift.
before he uses a black hole. All right.
Come on.
Does
Not-
he
not
black
with
hole?
the whimper,
Does he
Cuckoo.
black hole a hero before this game ends? I don't think so.
Absolutely.
Look,
Cuckoo.
no, he always
Oh,
does.
he'll go. Oh no, he's got his blink dagger cancel. That was it. Oh, look, guys. This is how you win a mega creep game. You siege tank them, right? Nobody went in except the 2 cores and then the siege units.
I mean, Lumi's right. They played it safe. They didn't give them any opportunity to turn that one around. Good, safe,
Yeah.
controlled play.
I think
Yeah,
well done.
The thing he was most right about was Enigma was not picked for the black hole.
Yeah.
Look, we called that one in draft, you know?
Yeah, it was picked just for the landing stage and for the push.
Well, most of us
Most.
did.
Yeah,
Most.
three of
Most.
us
3 out of
called
4.
it in the
Most.
draft. Yeah.
I'll take those odds.
All
Well,
right.
well done, team. We won. We
Yeah.
predicted that one right together as a team.
You were
Yeah,
just making
we
sure
did
we
it.
didn't curse him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always important
Well
someone
done.
ensures that. So
Our
it's
odds
fine.
were better than GG bets. Or worse, I guess, because everyone had a 4.4
we
odds,
we
right?
were 1 to 1, so
Yeah.
that's pretty good, I suppose. I don't know. Tigers looked okay, but I was talking to Breaky about
join
Tiger.
next
He's
lobby, by
in
the
the
way.
same camp as you, GoDz. He has Tiger in the top 2 for his
Nice.
compendium, and
Believer.
I'm not sold. I think you guys are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
I don't like throwing around outdrafted all that much, honestly. I don't think it happens as much as people claim. But to me, that was really a match that felt very difficult to win for the Tigers, just based on kind of.
Yeah, without some
It's
kind of
very
crazy out
niche.
execution.
It's a little cheesy to go support Enigma for sure. Like, it is going pretty hard, all in,
You gotta help me
but
out here.
it looked very good. Lumi's trying to figure
Lumi
out
does
how to
not
get
open
in
the
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 lobby.
custom lobbies with the brows is
All right,
it's blue
yeah,
now.
okay,
I don't know
okay.
why they,
They
made
did
it blue.
change it. It's a little
They're
jarring.
trying to trick us.
Are we doing which game? Are we
I'm
doing
just
next?
poking fun to make myself feel better.
That's a great
because-
question. We're doing
We are
Boom
doing
ID versus
Boom ID.
Entity.
Yes.
So Team Black
So Entity is Team Black. I
and Team Scant.
don't know who is on Boom ID right now. I have to cheat and look that one up. So Scant is coach for
Entity.
Entity. Okay, gotcha. I was going to be surprised if he was coaching Boom ID.
All Indonesian team.
Yeah.
It's kind of changed. It hasn't changed roster. They were one of the direct invites since they used to have In Your Dream earlier in the season.
Right.
But he has since
what about
parted ways.
Kel-
What
to
happened? How do you
Zyori.
lose
Is
a
he-
player like in your dream? Poached? Like an egg?
I think he got poached.
Or he
Well,
left?
he didn't. I think he left / they didn't want to play with him. I'm not actually sure whether he got kicked or not. Because he didn't
Dude.
immediately join a team or anything.
How are you so bad at Dota Buff? This
Well,
blows
that's weird.
my
It
mind.
kept deleting my character.
You can just go to esports and find the next games. Like
Where?
It's not
Where's
that
the
hard.
next
well,
game?
We can just go. All right.
See, the next
usually
game's not there.
Well, they've been pretty on it
Oh,
lately. I'll give
yeah,
it to them.
okay.
You got me
Now that
this
I'm
time.
looking at it,
The games only show up once it started.
Well, they
or-
started doing them earlier now.
I just-
It used to be once they started, but now
Boom.
sometimes they list them.
I
do
did not know
just-
that. The
So I need to
upcoming-
do this after the game begins.
Yeah.
Not right now.
The
Alright.
plus voice record.
Thank you.
Here it is. Boom ID. Jeez.
Look at you go, buddy.
I'm struggling.
Is it a bad idea to eat a banana on stream?
Lumi, you do whatever you want, dog.
I'm
I'm gonna
feeling
give
it
you
up already.
permission.
I don't even give a damn.
Oh, our boy Fervian's here too, of course. All right.
How was the
boys.
Fnatic game going? That is what I'm concerned about.
You
Well,
might
why
get,
don't you open it up?
They're
you might get
versing-
made fun of.
They're versing Alpha Red, so if they can't beat Alpha Red. Love you guys, but I don't think Alpha Red have a shot in this qualifier. They're
So-
down 2 kills, but they're up 6k gold.